Hey everybody, just wanted to welcome you to RMI 270, the online version for fall 2022. I thought it might make sense to go over the syllabus, give you some idea of what to expect, show you what I look like so that if you want to make an office appointment in the future, you know who you're looking for, that sort of thing. Wanted to tell you a little bit about the course, which is, this is the intro to risk management and insurance. And I think a lot of times when people think about those two topics, they overweight the emphasis on insurance. And we'll do plenty of talking about insurance. But there's all kinds of things you can do to manage risk that have nothing to do with insurance. And a lot of times that's the better option. We're going to jump right into some of that stuff. Really in weeks 1 and 2, we'll be talking about different ways to manage risk that don't have anything to do with insurance. So we'll get into that. Let me just pop up the syllabus here and we'll talk about it real quick. So when you go online, this is what you'd see. You'll notice, you have a link for a video. I don't have that because I'm making it right now. But the other thing I wanted to point out to you is that what you see is not what I see. So if there's ever a time during the course where you say something doesn't look right, I feel like I should be seeing something here and I'm not. A lot of times it's, I forgot to click this little button right here. Not only do you have to set it up and link it, there's actually 2 little buttons that you have to click. It's real easy to forget. And to me, it looks like it's there, but that's not what you see. So if at any time something doesn't look right, email me. You're not bothering me. This is my job. And I would like to know if something doesn't look right. So you can contact me by email anytime and I'll get back to you as quick as I can, usually within 24 hours. If it goes more than a day and I haven't gotten back to you, please email me again. That means I missed it. Just like you, I get hundreds of emails a day. It's way too easy to miss something. So anyway, the syllabus, let's go ahead and talk about that. So you're able to download this as well. And it'll show you a little bit about the course and how it's set up. So, okay, we've got the online section here. Whoops. Wants to open it in Word, not just there. Okay, so here's my physical office. It's in the business building, room 357. My office hours this year are going to be, or this semester, are going to be from 9 to 9:45 because I have a 10 o'clock class, and then from 11 to 11:45 because I have a 12 o'clock on-campus class. So I'm fitting the office hours in between there. I will for sure be in my office hours during those times. If you need me at a specific time, that can guarantee we can do it. If you happen to be on campus, you want to stop by and see me, that's where I'll be. Otherwise, we'll make an appointment. We'll set something up. I'm on campus quite a bit. But if you're expecting me to be there, email ahead of time, and then we can make an appointment. I'll make it a point to be there. Otherwise, you can leave a phone call, but the email will get you a quicker response. The textbook here, it's required. It's down here. You should be able to rent that through the bookstore. I think that's about a $60 item, if I'm not mistaken. So it's relatively reasonable. I'm totally fine if there's some other way you can get it that saves money. I don't have any problem with that. The bookstore is the place that I know that has it. So I mentioned that. You can read through course objectives. Every course has to have an attendance policy. Here's mine. On an online class, I expect that you watch everything I put up. And I expect that you do all the assignments and the exams that we put up. Obviously, it's going to affect your grade if you choose not to. I'm not going to police that beyond saying that's the expectation. I expect you to meet it. So that's my policy there. We've covered that part. We'll have 4 exams. They're not cumulative when we get to the final. So the final is just our 4th unit exam. We'll cover stuff that's in the textbook and mostly stuff that's covered in the lecture. That textbook you're going to see covers an awful lot of stuff that we don't even talk about. I don't pull test questions about things that we didn't talk about. So it's heavily weighted towards the video lectures to give you an incentive to watch those over reading the book. The book is helpful if you didn't understand something, you want to go further. I think the book is a really good place to start that. But the truth is every test question is going to come from what we talked about in video lectures. If there's any extra credit, that doesn't happen on an individual basis. That happens on a course basis. Everybody has access to that, so it's fair. We'll have 100 points worth of assignments. And some of those are broken down down below. You can see that here in this grading category. 4 exams for 100 points each, so that's 400 points, total of 500 points. That means 100 is coming from activities and assignments. We've got weekly modules that are posted, and that'll have your video lectures for the week. Every week we'll have multiple video lectures to watch. Most of them are between 15 to 20 minutes long, so it's not as much time as an in-class session would be, but it's close. But it is slightly less than that, just so you know it has to cover the same amount of material. I've got the grades in advance. If you say to yourself, hey, I need a B- in this class to keep my GPA at a certain level, fine. Then you know you need at least 400 points. We can start with that. There you go, and that's what you know. The downside, once I've locked in, this is what the grade ranges are. If we get to the end of the class, you have 399 points. I'm sorry, it says that's a C+. I can't change that once I've locked it in with a syllabus. So that's the downside of letting people know ahead of time what the grading scale is. That's where we are. If you have any special needs, please reach out and let me know what they are so I can accommodate them. I want to do that. The sooner the better. You've got my office and my email. The easiest way that we can accommodate that, that's what I want to do. There's the University Required Diversity Statement that's up there. And then we just move on to the schedule. And you can see the dates in here. It's tentative. I may have to shuffle some things around. But as it stands right now, my intention is those are going to be our exam dates. There will be a window in which you complete the exam. And that window usually has multiple days. Not always an entire week, but usually multiple days. So that it can be flexible enough to make it so that you don't have to be sitting at your computer at 3 o'clock on a Friday. I understand one of the reasons you took an online class is you needed flexibility. There's flexibility built in there. So this is when the exam is due, but you'll have a chance to take it earlier than that if that works better. These are our 4 units. We start off with kind of this introductory unit as to what is risk management. And then our second unit talks about the homeowner's contract and what that looks like. That's a personal insurance contract. Then we move on in Unit 3 to the auto insurance contract. And then in the 4th unit, we talk about all kinds of other insurance products that are out there. And then we've got our final exam. Again, that's just exam 4. It's just the 4th exam. It's not cumulative. Okay, so a lot of information, but there's going to be a lot given to you in the online weekly lectures. Really, if this lecture is viewable for you, everything else should work for you too. If you've got any problems, let me know. Email me, and I want to help you. They pay me to do this. So if you have trouble, let me know, and I'll help you as quick as I can. Looking forward to a great semester, and we'll go from there. Thanks a lot, and welcome to RMI 270.